Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and thank you for tuning in. So today I want us to solve this exponential equation and get the value of x that satisfies the equation. So we have 4 to the power of x plus 6 to the power of x is equals to 9 to the power of x. So I'll begin by dividing any term on both sides. So you can decide to divide 4 to the power of x or 6 to the power of x or 9 to the power of x on both sides. So let us start with the 4 to the power of x. So we'll divide 4 to the power of x on both sides. So 4 to the power of x, and on this side 4 to the power of x. So 4 to the power of x will cancel on this side, and we shall remain with 1 plus. We have 6 to the power of x and 4 to the power of x. Our bases are not the same, but our exponents are the same. So what we'll do according to the laws of indices, we shall write 6 over 4, all this to the power of x, right, is equals to 9 over 4 to the power of x as well. So we will begin by 1 plus, if I simplify this, I'm getting 3 over 2 to the power of x is equals to, for 9 I can as well write it as 3 to the power of 2 over 2 to the power of 2, all this to the power of x, okay? So my next step, 1 plus 3 over 2 to the power of x is equals to 3 over 2 to the power of x, all this to the power of 2, because my 2 here is the same, our exponents are the same, and I can exchange the powers according to one of the laws of exponents. So as you can see, 3 to the power of 3 over 2 to the power of x is common. So we'll say let 3 over 2 to the power of x be y. And we shall substitute this with y. So this will become 1 plus y is equals to y squared. So if I rearrange this, I'll form a nice quadratic equation whereby we'll have, I'm taking this to this side and this 1 to the other side. So y squared minus y minus 1 is equals to what? Is equals to 0, okay? So let us solve this quadratic equation using a quadratic formula whereby y is equals to negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac. All this we are dividing it with 2a. Our a is the coefficient of y squared, which is 1. A is equals to 1. B is equals to this middle term here, which is negative 1. And our c is equals to negative 1 as well. So what I'll do, I'll substitute these values in this quadratic formula. Our b here is negative b, and I have negative 1. So this will be y is equals to negative 1. And we also have a negative sign here. So this is negative b plus or minus the square root of, we have b squared, negative 1 squared minus 4 times negative 1 times our c here is negative 1. All this divide by 2 times a, which is 1. Okay, so my next step, negative times negative, this gives us positive. So y is equals to positive 1 plus or minus the square root of negative 1 squared, this gives us 1. We have negative 4 times negative 1, this gives us positive 4 times negative 1, so this gives us positive 4. All this divide by 2 times 1, this gives us 2, right? So our next step, 1 plus 4, this gives us 5. So y is equals to 1 plus or minus the square root of 5. All this divide by what? 2. Okay, so we have y is equals to 1 plus or minus square root of 5 over 2. we can write it as y is equals to 1 plus square root of 5 over 2, or y is equals to 1 minus square root of 5 over 2. So because this will give us a negative answer, and a negative is less than 0, so we will reject it because it won't give us a real solution. So we'll reject and remain with this value of y. So y is equals to 1 plus the square root of 5 over 2. And remember, we had said let 3 over 2 to the power of x is equals to y. And we've already found the value of y. So 3 over 2x is equals to 1 plus the square root of 5 over what? Over 2. Okay, so my next step, so our next step here is to introduce logs on both sides, and therefore this will be log 3 over 2x to the power of x is equals to log 1 plus the square root of 5 over 2. So using this logarithmic rule that says if you have log m to the power of n, we can as well write it as n log m. So bringing this power here before the log, we are going to bring this power here x before the log. So this will be x log 3 over 2 is equals to log 1 plus the square root of 5 over 2, right? So our next step, I'm going to use this logarithmic rule that says if we have log a over log b, we can as well write it as log a minus log b. We have log 3 over 2 here. We can as well write it as log 3 minus log 2 on this side, and we can as well write here log 1 plus the square root of 5 minus log 2. So this is what I mean. We have log x log 3 minus log 2 is equals to log 1 plus the square root of 5 minus log 2. Okay, so I want us to remain with the value of x. So I will divide this side by log 3 minus log 2, and on this side log 3 minus log 2. So this will cancel, and I'll remain with x is equals to log 1 plus the square root of 5 minus log 2 over log 3 minus log 2. So let us use our calculators now. Log 1 plus the square root of log 5, this gives us x is equals to, using your calculator, this is 0.51 minus log 2 using your calculator is 0.30 divided by log 3, this gives us 0.47 minus log 2 gives us 0.30. So x is equals to, if you use your calculator here, x is equals to 1.186. Our final answer, x is approximately 1.186, and this is our final answer. So remember to like, subscribe, and comment down below. Bye bye.